boat. They don't want to be over early. And it looks like one might be drifting across, but it is go in this first round match between Denmark and Poland. Impossible to call, and what you don't, the positions you do not want to be in are first and fifth.
Very interesting battle since first downwind up. We saw the whole fleet coming to that first.
Closing in. Here we go. The attack comes in from the Spaniards. He attacks, and can he go past? He's forcing him out.
Penalty!
Oh, he's done it.
Hello and welcome to eSailing Nations Cup 2021. What a blast of a party we are going to have in the virtual sailing world, and what an exciting night we're going to have. Welcome to the seeding rounds of tonight, and I can say to you it's going to be a party. There is 15 teams in total in this year's Nations Cup. 2 of them are brand new. Turkey has joined us, and Oman also, so welcome to those team. My name is Thomas Bjørn, and I'm going to guide you through tonight's seeding round, and I'm going to have a lot of guests in the studio. But before that, let's go in and see how the format is going to be. The format is quite simple. It is a seeding round, so it's all about fleet racing tonight. Tonight we're not going to see the nations fight as teams, but as individuals. We're going to see in round 1 players under 21, except one nation. They have the oldest players in the game. That's Switzerland. He's 69, so he's almost like a youth player. Then in round 2, it's the champions joining in, or the highest ranked player in their nation. Then we have round 3. It's open. It's free of choice who's they're choosing. They're going into the CLDP boat, the F50. Round 4. It's pure females. It is not a match race, but it's the 15 females of the nations joining in there and battling for points. Then we go into round 5. We go a little bit higher level up. It's certified players. It's players that either have been winning a championship or been in a very, very high level in real sailing. They are in there. And then we're going into the last one here, race number 6. It's open. It's the NACRA. And it's all about points. The nations getting lowest point is going into seed number 1. The nation with most points are getting seat number 15, and this is going to decide which nations are going to meet each other. But don't worry, we will go into a lot of action in a few sec, but please also take care of our sponsors. Here are 2 of them.
My name is Trudy Armbranker, and I am the master blender for Montgay Rum. Montgay is unique because of where we are. We have been producing here on the same location for over 300 years. Montgay is unique because Barbados is the birthplace of rum. Montgay and rum is part of Barbadian culture. You're passionate about it from the start.
Once again, nations are battling for glory.
Welcome to the Nations Cup 2021.
Skills,
Communication.
tactics, strategy.
Together under one flag.
In battle with giants.
Get ready for the Battle of Nations.
Nations Cup 2021.
And the players are ready to join into this great battle. 15 of them are ready for race number 1. So let's jump in, get ready for it. Let's start Nations Cup 2021. It's coming in here. Please welcome the 15 first players. And it's race number 1, and there we go. 15 players are in there for 15 nations. So let's get ready to rumble. And there is the starting signal. We'll just go in and have the warning wipe. This is how it's going to be tonight. We are going to rate a fleet race, upwind, downwind, 4 legs in total. And it's going to be a blast of a party. So they're going up, downwind, and then going for the finish line, 4 legs in total. And it is in the NACRA, the laser. Here it is, the players are getting ready. 48 seconds left, and let's see how they will find out to race this race. And the laser is a quite special boat. It's a little bit slow upwind, but it's a very tactical boat. It's one of the boats that don't have a spinnaker, so you can see when they're going downwind, they use this sail. It has a huge wind shadow, 27 meters of this small boat, so they're going to have some action with that. The players are getting ready. There is the pin end and there is the committee boat. And let's go up and see the buyers. There's no favorite sides in this race number 1. So let's see how they do. It's no matter where you start. 2 boats over the finish line or the starting line too early. Getting up what we call a penalty start. Another penalty in here. Let's see if they time it. The laser is on. Welcome to Nations Cup 2021. It is a clean start with some penalties. Esperanza from Germany with a penalty start. Second from Japan, and it's very early in Japan at the moment. I have to say to you guys, it's 5 in the morning, a slow start, but it's also very, very early morning for him. In the opposite side, left-hand side, we can see we have Hoplan. He is from Russia. He's currently in 4th. Great start for the Russian players coming in here. And if you're new to this and it's the first time you're watching eSailing, then you need to watch 3 basic elements here. First of all, how the boat sail and how they race. They are following the rules of sailing. So there's leeward, windward sides, there's port side, starboard, but you need to watch the top left corner, the radar. Up there you can see three windsocks. You can see they are showing which angle the wind is blowing, and then you can see there's a light and a dark color. The light color is telling us where it's light wind, the dark color is telling us where there's a hard breeze. And there we just saw a wind shift coming in, and right now the fleet is taking it nice and slow, 4 knots in total. Nobody is pumping their boat. Sometimes we see how they pump their boat. Anton Sol from Denmark, he's from a small city called Præstø. He's 18 years old. All of these guys are under U21. He's here in the lead at the moment, but will he stay in the lead? Because here we have Ipti, and I have to say, this is amazing. Ipti, I know there's sitting another one playing with her user. That's one of the female players here. She's U21 and she is currently in 3rd. But let's see how it works. Opposite side, Deja Vu. He is his 2nd place overall in the British National Championship. He's the captain of the British. He's part of the team that won Nations Cup 2020. He's going to the right-hand side all by himself. Is that a good move or a bad move? Let's see. In the middle, we have one of our favorite players. We call him Harry Potter of eSailing. It's Luca Koslovic. He is maybe one of the best youth players we have been having for a long time in Virtual Regatta. Luca Koslovic, he became 3rd place overall in the World Championship 2019. So let's see how he will perform in this Nations Cup. Right now it's going to be very crowded when we're coming to the top mark. It looks almost like it's going to be as crowded as the World Championship in laser and J-boat. We just saw the live shows here last time. Hoppler dropping down now to 14. So taking this left-hand side was not a favorite. Anton Sol in the right-hand side. Then we have Déjà Vu in 9-7, 5th. That paid out going to the right-hand side, 3rd. He might go into the lead, but he's also a very, very routine sailor and eSailer coming in here. There we go. And he's coming in 2nd. He's coming in here. He might take the lead. It doesn't look like he has any boats around him. No, he will enter the top mark first, but see rest of the fleet following each other side by side. Here in port side, Hitte coming in. We have Alex coming in, Pepito, Sucken. Pepito, he is sitting in Saint-Tropez at the moment. I know he has been at the SailDP event there, watching it and showing some eSailing, and now he's racing the Nations Cup for his nation, Team France. Déjà Vu coming first, rounding the top, first top mark here. Coming in first, Hitte coming in 2nd. It's going to be very close. A penalty to Hitte. Eduardo Hio is giving a penalty. The Spaniard getting in, penalizing the Dutchman. Then we have Alex from Ireland. We have Pepito coming, another penalty to Anton Sol. And also Hoppler, they took a chance, just jumped into the crowd. Then we have at the Toksai, he's coming in here, dropping down to 12th. That penalty is very costly for him. Then we have Teo Vistalin from Sweden and Moonflower. I have to say, I know this is U21, but this is the oldest player in Nations Cup, as I remember, 69. So he is recognized as a youth player in this case because Team Switzerland has an average age of 42 years old. So let's see how they will compete in this race. Let's see up in the top, they're spreading out. See how the fleet is spreading out. You can see this wide area in front of the boats. That is a wind shadow. The wind shadow slows down the boat if you're caught in it. So see Alex, he will try to see if he can throw some wind shadow to Hitte. Let's see, Hitte, he's under trouble. There he's caught. See the speed difference. Alex, 11.74 knots. Hitte dropped down to 9.4. He needs to go out of that wind shadow. So good move by Alex. Good attack. And now Eduardo from Spain under trouble. He's caught by Hitte and dropping down. And these small battles we will see all the way downwind. Opposite reel sailing, then when you get a penalty in Virtual Regatta, then you will slow down for 11 seconds. Your boat will be transparent. This means that the boats will sail into each other in this case. Rounding the gate mark, going upwind for the 2nd time and last time in this race. There we see the Polish player Podgorny is getting a penalty here. Teo Vistalin, we haven't seen much to him in the servers. He's in 14, but the Swedish nation, they have this way of coming back in races like this. They are very, very, let's say, online like. They are good with games. Anton Sol, we saw last time he chose to go to the left-hand side. This time he goes to the right-hand side. And when we look at the radar, yeah, right now there's a wind shift in favor for him, but he's sailing against the wind. See, the wind just shifted big time, meaning that he's going a little bit against the wind. So he's sailing a longer distance towards the top mark with the VMG and slowing down a little bit. So Hoppler, he will speed up, but see, the wind, when he's going to cross to the left-hand side, the wind will be against him. So that might be very costly. Let's go to the leaders at the moment. Hitte from the Netherlands. We saw he got a penalty by Eduardo at the top mark last time, but the Spaniard, he's in the middle in 7 here. It's still Déjà Vu in the lead. Pepito from France in 3rd. Esperanza from Germany. Sucken here from Japan. Great move by him. And one thing, if we are speaking about nations, the Japanese nation here, the Japanese team, doing such a great job in Virtual Regatta. Last year, there were 13 players in total in the game. This year, the community has grown big time. And one of their favorite activities in the game is to learn the game in and out and to race without race helps. This means that these guys know everything about the game. Great stuff by the Japanese. Pepito getting ready to attack Alex a little bit. And Alex, he needs to be from Ireland. He needs to take care of that because Pepito, he is a fiat sailor. He really knows a lot about eSailing, where Alex, he's a little bit nearer in it. Pepito covering up, sucking in trouble. He is bearing away, going behind, no penalties. There was a quiet starboard coming in, but see Pepito, how he's coming up, Alex. Alex tacking up now. Pepito covering him straight away. This is a battle for third and fourth, but if these two guys, if France and Ireland is battling too much, they might get a penalty and they might slow down. And also if the battle is too focused just in between the two guys, then the rest of the fleet might take over and go in front of them. Sucking in third. Great race by the Japanese. Now we're coming to the mark rounding, top mark rounding for the second time. And one thing you need to be aware of, you can see there's these round rings around the mark. If you're entering them from port side, then it's the rule of the inside turn coming in here. You can see Esperanza coming in. But if another boat coming from starport, then he will penalize, just as we saw Teo getting a penalty by Luca Koslovic. Luca also getting a penalty, hitting the mark. Same thing as Esperanza. Edorato in 6, and it looks like we have two guys sailing away. It's Déjà Vu in the lead, it's Hit in second, and remember, all points count. It's all about getting as few points as possible when we are coming in the end. Desto fewer points your team has, desto better seeding you will get in the Nations Cup 2021 knockout phase. Here we have Luca Koslovic, he's currently in 8, Esperanza in 7, Edorato in 6. He had such a good position in the first upwind leg. Alex, great fight, he's in 5th, Sucking in 4th, Pepito, Team Carpentier, he is in 3rd at the moment. Then we are going to see Hide, he's going to win it. We are going to see Déjà Vu, he's going to be in 1st position. And then let's see here, at the top, just here, the battles behind Hopla. He is Hoplo or Holop. He is from Russia. He's in 12th position at the moment. We saw he took a chance going to the right hand side. At that moment he was 14, but it paid out a little bit. And Moonflower in 15, so it doesn't look good for Team Switzerland. First to win tonight is Déjà Vu from Great Britain. So Great Britain continues where they ended, in the lead, then Hit it from the Netherlands. Then we have Team France in 3rd, coming in second from Japan. It's going to be close. Alex from Ireland attacking. It's going to be the Japanese sailor. Then it's Ireland in 5th. And then we have Spain in 6 at the moment. Oh, this is going to be a close one. It's Germany in 7, but this one, who will get it? Luca Koslovic with a penalty. He gets 8. Just managed to go in front of them. Denmark and Sweden coming at the same time. Then Timo Mann in position 11. Great start for the newcomers. Then we have Turkey, and in the end we have Team Switzerland. Let's have a confirmation, and this is very, very important. Last year we remember a very good finish where one boat was winning with a pixel. Déjà Vu in with a victory. That's Britain, 2nd place to the Netherlands. Then Pepito in 3rd, so good start for France. And when we're going down, Alex from Ireland, Luca Koslovic in 8th from Italy, Anton Sol, Denmark 9, Teo Vistalin from Sweden in 10th, and then Timo Mann in 11, Team Turkey in 12. And quite interesting how that will go with Team Turkey. They have maybe one of the best players in the world on their team. It is Havuk, and also known as Kahneman's Luca. He's the only one being at all World Championship in Virtual Regatta and eSailing. Hit it with the best start, Pepito with the best average speed. Déjà Vu, he sailed the shortest distance. You can't calculate the penalties there because he had a lot of penalties in the start before the race started. But there we can see this is the race chart. Here you can see how players are switching position. See the Spanish sailor Eduardo Uyehua. He's coming from a bad start in 8, then going upwind to the first top mark, going to 3rd, battling with Hidde where he won the battle, went into 2nd, and then when they went upwind again, something went wrong for him. He got a penalty drop to 7, and then he fought his way back to position 6. So a great start on this Nations Cup 2021. A great start. And let's hear how the players feel about to be back in action.
First, it feels amazing because normally you race in fleet races against all the nations and also against your own nation. But I really enjoy like team racing with your own nation and just feeling with the team because you're in voice chat and you can talk to each other all the time. So that's very nice.
I'm so excited and proud to represent Poland.
Hey, racing for my nation feels good. So I think the most exciting part for me is really to be back on team because we're sailing more or less the same people we were sailing with last year.
I think it's really awesome to sail for my country.
Sailing for my nation feels like a great honor.
I feel honored. At the same time, I think this is a very good opportunity for Japan because at the moment I think the community is growing.
I feel very honored to be the only woman competing for Germany. I'm also really excited.
That was the first race of tonight, and with us in studio in a few sec we will have a special guy with us. He's just going online now. He just had a fantastic race. Please welcome Hidde. We just saw him also in this video how proud he is to present his team of the Netherlands. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. And Hidde, welcome in studio. We can see he's so focused. What a great start for Team Netherlands and yourself in this first race of the Nations Cup.
Yes, it was a great race. Just the start was perfect. The first upwind was good, and then I just couldn't keep up with the déjà vu, but it was a great race and
but
nice to represent the Netherlands.
A second place overall, that's also great to have that.
Yes, it's great, and to get beat by déjà vu, it's not such a bad thing.
So, Hidde, we are beginning with the Nations Cup again. You were also part of the team last year for Team Netherlands. You had a special tactics last year, and you guys wrote it all over. Hey, we have this special tactics. We are so happy. But there's only one thing you guys have on the team. It's very important that you guys are doing what?
Just talking to each other all the time, just communicating all the time, just trusting each other and not thinking that other will make a mistake and just race with each other.
And Hidde, we are going into race number 2. We are just waiting for the 2 last players to join in. I can see there's 2 nations we're missing at the moment, and I'm waiting to I'm waiting for the go signal here. We're going into the 49er. That's also one of the boats you know pretty well. So what are we going to really focus on and look when we're going into the 49er?
Probably the pressure is the most important thing in 49er because the pressure, the speed difference are like a lot, like 1 knot difference in 5 knots of wind. So the pressure, that's what we're looking for.
So the pressure is what we are looking for at the moment. So it's all about these colors in the water. Imagine you have never played this game before, so it's the dark colors you're sailing for when it's the 49er. Normally we say here in the studio, when you're racing the 49er, you're winning it upwind and losing it downwind. What does that mean?
Well, in the downwind you get covered really easy because the cover range is, I think, 30 meters, and you almost always get covered, like the whole downwind. And if you don't get covered, you win, but you almost always get covered, so you always lose actually.
Yeah. And here, right now we are getting communication for the race officer that we have one player missing in total. We can also see that on the screen. So and it looks like the race officers are calling that the start will go within 30 seconds. So we're starting about wind pressure. In these 49ers, we often see huge battles in the start going over the starting line. So where to place yourself at the starting line? What are you watching for when you're going into a start like this?
Well, at the start you're watching at where the shift is at the moment and where the next pressure is coming. So the shift at the moment is at the right. I can't really see where the pressure will be coming because there's not like an obvious side. We'll see that later. The shift is now on the right, so the obvious place to start right now is on the right boat end.
That's on the right boat end. And with that said, we are going to, the one is missing. It's Team Poland missing at the moment. So, and we are getting a small confirmation that they have a little bit connection issues. One of the amazing things about this beautiful game is you can sit all over the world. We have a player there, Tumiak, coming in. We're having players sitting all around the world playing this game on their devices, and now they're all ready. So let's get to start with race number 2. And Hidde, if you want to, please join in the commentary together with me. I know you're one of the experts of the 49er. And there we have race number 2 and a 1-minute warning coming in here. And it's the 49er we're going to race. We are in Aarhus, Denmark, just been home place for the CLTP Denmark, and see that beautiful harbor. We're going to have the upwind start, 4 legs in total, so a race like we just had before. And Hidde, we are watching these boats. Let's just take the bias because you guys are racing sometimes with this we call 2D mode. And here we see the starting line is a little bit, it's not straight. So what does this tell us?
Well, the boat end is favored, so the boat end is closer to the top mark. So if you start there, you will still a shorter distance.
So at the boat end at the moment, here at the committee boat, there is a battle, and see how all the boats are collecting there. It's going to be penalty galore, 4 penalties, 5 penalties, 6 penalties in the start. We are go with race number 2. Some of them are taking penalties, and a false start for the Italian Moro di Napoli. False start. See how slow he's going back to the starting line. That's almost game over. Some of the boats going to the right hand side, like Donny Gillis. He's actually British champion 2019 and part of the British winning team last year in Nations Cup. And Hidde, some of the boats going to the right hand side, some of them going into the middle. You said sail after the dark area, but why are they going again into the middle at the moment?
Well, there's a big shift at the right, but I think that they will shift left sooner or later. So they're trying to sail the right shift towards the left and then catch the left shift and left pressure again.
So they are trying to get this shift coming in, and Hidde. Ben Barnacles is here. He's Sten Iversen. He's going into the middle. He didn't read the shift. You can see the rest of the fleet going to the left-hand side and crossing the fingers. You can see there's coming a shift up there. So what to do? Keep yourself in the middle or the left-hand side?
Yeah, they're attacking now on lane line. So they're staying at the left side right now. Some will overlay it, and then there'll be like a line with people in bad air, and they will go slower.
And where we can see the wind is shifting, see the ley line, that's the dotted line you're seeing. That's the optimal angle towards the top mark. Right now we have Norsearts from Spain, we have Tony Gillis, Great Britain, and we have Airlus, Team Netherlands. One of you team members hit doing a great race here. And then we have Rommel from Team Sweden coming in. It's going to be very close. It's Tony Gillis first, so Team Britain starting where they ended last season, in the lead. Airlus in second, Norsearts coming in. Penalty to the Spaniard made by Rommel, and a penalty to KTR. KTR, he is the Japanese champion. To Janek, he is in 10th at the moment. Lagen from Switzerland. Then we have Ahmed Hassani, he's in 12th. Ben Barnacle, Sten Iversen from Denmark in 13. Spinnaker up and hit it. Now it's going fast downwind. So what to do here? Right now they're following each other like pearls on a string.
Yeah, in the front they will probably try to get to the mark without someone jibing onto them. So they won't have bad air, but it's pretty hard to do that. You see everybody's jibing on top of each other, and
they are really attacking each other. Airless under pressure by Rommel. See almost 1 knot in speed difference. Kahneman's Luca, maybe the best player in the game. He's in 4th. Irarus, he's in 5th. Great race. Great stuff here we have. It's a huge battle. Rommel, Airless. There might be a penalty. Let's see this one close. Penalty to Airless, well timed by the Swedish here. So what could he do in difference? Another penalty, Roxioni and Irarus also coming in here. KGR with another one. Wow, it's a battle for position. Could your Dutch teammates do anything else against Rommel in this case? Or was he just caught in a position?
No, he could do something. He just jived too late, and the other one could just get the inside. He jived too late. It was just a mistake from him.
That was a mistake. Dropping down, but still in 3rd. Rommel in 2nd. Ben Barnacles going to the right-hand side. It looks like he's doing the good thing here. He's coming up in position 6, but there's only one issue here. He's too far away from the top mark. See, rest of the fleet are at the ley lines. Bennett Barnacles, he's not. He's in the middle of the race course, so he will be in trouble. Spain in 9. Turkey in 4th, Airlus in 3rd, Tangile Golf in 7th, Roxioni of Germany in 9th. And then we can see Mauro Di Napoli from Italy coming back after a terrible start where he started in position 15, actually battling his way up to 10. That's very great. And then we have the newcomers, Oman in 13 at the moment. Mark Roundy, Donny Gillis coming first. Then we can say Rommel coming second. Nobody can touch them. But we have a battle for 3rd and 4th. So what do you think Kahneman's Luca will do in this case to attack your teammate?
He will definitely jibe on top of him and then try to starboard him or left hand.
And in this case here, will you just keep your points or will you battle for that extra point? Because 4 points, that's actually really good in a seeding round like this.
Yeah, I think Ayelis will try to defend himself, but Khan is a really good player and he will definitely attack him.
So let's see, we keep an eye on. Right now, it looks like all players are very satisfied sailing downwind with the spinning up. No, Norse is under attack by Tangile Golf, and then Ilua Rush from Russia is coming in and getting ready to do that attack. And then we see the battle with the Turkish player Kahneman's Luca and Airlus here in the left-hand side. Let's just jump in here. This might be a case study. Let's see it from top. See, Kahneman's Luca just capturing Airlus in the wind shadow. 1 knot in speed difference. So Airlus is tacking away. Khan is jibing on him. So what can Airlus do to defend himself right now?
I think he'll be on time at the finish and he won't have to defend himself.
Oh, it's going to be a close one. It's from the top. It's Khan, it's Airlus. It's the Netherlands getting that 3rd position. Ooh, what a good start for Team Netherlands. You must be proud of your teammates in this case. Tanguy Le Gaulle from France in 6. Ilarus coming in 7. Roxy in 8. Then we have, great race by Mauro Di Napoli. Kejian I know it's very early in Japan, but he normally performs in a higher level. Denmark in 12, Oman in 13. And then we have one player losing connection and general in 14. It looks like it's the Polish team getting maximum points. If you lose your connection in virtual regatta inshore, in eSailing in one of these races, it counts like your boats are breaking down, and this break means that you're getting maximum points. Britain in first, Sweden, congratulations to Sweden in second, Aerolus in third, Kahnemann's Luca in fourth, Nordsjøts, he's from Spain in fifth. Then we have France in sixth, Russia in seventh, Germany 8, Italy 9, Japan 10, Switzerland 11, Denmark dropping to 12, Oman 13, Ireland 14, and then unlucky for Team Poland getting into position 15. If you're watching some of these stats, we can say, wow, it went very well for Sweden with a good start, but it was Donny Gillis, Donny Gillis, Donny Gillis, Donny Gillis. It was Great Britain having a fantastic race like this. And we can also see here, it was not the best start, but he has the best upwind leg. And as we say, in the 49er, you're winning it upwind and you're losing it downwind. So that's how race number 2 went in this fantastic Nations Cup 2021.
First, it feels amazing because normally you race in fleet race against all the nations and also against your own nation. But I really enjoy like team racing with your own nation and just feeling with the team because you're on voice chat and you can talk to each other all the time. So that's very nice.
I'm so excited and proud to represent Poland.
Hey, racing for my nation feels good. So I think the most exciting part for me is really to be back on team because we're sailing more or less the same people we were sailing with last year.
I think it's really awesome to sail for my country.
Sailing for my nation feels like a great honor.
I feel honored. At the same time, I think this is a very good opportunity for Japan because at the moment, I think the community is growing.
I feel very honored to be the only woman competing for Germany. I'm also really excited.
And welcome back. What a race number 2. Here we have the scoreboard. We also call it sail ranks. In the lead, Great Britain with 2 points. 2 points on the account. 2 victories in a row. It looks like a very, very strong Team Britain this year. And guys, with us in studio right now, we have one of the sailors that's just been sailing. He's from Team Germany. I have to say, let me make a little bit fun with you, Roxy. You got 8. So it looks pretty solid tonight. You guys are keeping yourself in the middle, but where do you think Germany wants to be?
It was quite unlucky with Savuk. It was a really close situation, and I'm not quite sure what I did wrong. But yeah, hopefully the others will attack and yeah.
But a lot of things can happen in this Nations Cup 21. And Roxy, let's get a face on you here.
You don't have my face. Probably my internet.
There we are, Roxy. We're just putting you into studio, so don't worry. Roxy, you actually normally sitting in Überlingen in Germany, close to Bodensee. But right now you're live from Brussels.
Yeah, totally. I just moved to Brussels, so I'm quite happy that my internet just got fixed and I can sail here. And yeah, happy to be here.
And Roxy, we are going to see, the next race we're going to see is the F50, the Sail DP boat, one of these fantastic special events boats there are in eSailing. So we're going to see them speed a little bit up, but what are we going to really focus on when we're racing the F50? What do you think we're going to see?
Oh, we will see a reaching start with 15 top sailors. So actually, it's all about a start. Don't get a penalty there. Don't get an early start. I just watched Sail GP earlier today, and the race where nearly everyone had an early start. So I think that's what you have to look for, and then just do less mistakes. Everyone is doing mistakes, so just do less.
So it's all about doing less mistakes. That's quite a quote. We are not here to win, we're just here to do less mistakes, then we might get a better position the rest of them. We are getting a notification for the race officer that 14 sailors are ready. We are only missing one nation. So let's jump in game and see this beautiful boat. And Roxy, here we have this F50, and see, we have, it's with the teams here, we have Team Spain. They're known for these wings sailing fast and everything and a reaching start, but what's the difference from a reaching start and an upwind start, as we've been seeing in the first two races?
Oh, so actually, you really speed up. It's half wind, it's a reaching course, so everyone is really fast at the start. And it's a very short course till the first bow, so you really need to look at your positioning, and that also pretty much depends on where the wind is, if it's a right shift or a left shift, and especially with a lot of boats, it will be a bit messy.
It's going to be a bit messy, and when we have this reaching start, we are going to have a battle with this huge starting line we have here. But then they race into the reach mark. That's the first mark they're coming to, where they're going downwind. We'll see more about that in a few seconds. And there, it's very important to be on the inside and not get the penalty. So when we are going to have a good start in this boat, let's try to go to 2D. Here we can see them in 2D. We have the race course, we have the starting line. So where will you place yourself in the best position here?
Actually, I would try to be normally in the left-hand corner, but as you see that it's left shift, you see that a lot of boats are more in the right corner, because you can just go faster. But I think in a good fleet like that, it's just what you have to aim for is that you got free air. So probably I would start where less boats were starting, so I could focus on my own start and speed up.
And with that said, here goes the start. 15 nations ready for round number 3. And let's see what Roxy has told us. He said, hey, we are going to have somebody in the left side, somebody in the right side. Those who is placed in the right side, like the Spanish boat here, will come with more speed because of the wind shift up there. Interesting to see. 1 minute warning coming in. So here we see the race course racing for the reach mark, going downwind, then going upwind, going downwind to a gate mark again, going upwind once again, and then racing towards the reach mark and then to the finish line. 40 seconds, Roxy. Then we are getting ready and we have speed on. We have the black sail here is from Oman, and side by side is the German boat. No, it's the German boat here. Here together with the Italian boat. They're going to battle for positions, huh?
Oh, they do, but actually they picked a side where less boats are. So probably there would be enough space for all of them to have a good start.
Let's see, 10 seconds to the start. It's going in, it's race number 3. This is the Nations Cup 2021. It is the F50 and it looks like a clean start, no false start, slow start here. Julie France in the lead, it's David Krief, a penalty to Oman in this case. Denmark with a slow start. They're going to this reach mark, going around. Let's see, it's Spain first, inside. Julie France with a penalty, hitting the mark. No, such a good start for the French team, and then hitting the mark. Andrex and Vegas with a penalty. Oh, that's Team Netherlands in behind. Udemy Lindsay, Viking coming in here. So it's Spain in the lead. It looks like real sail DP at the moment. Then it's Pepe Namato from Italy. It's Arthur Farley, Great Britain. Then we have Mugelende, that's your team, huh, Roxy? And a penalty to the Valencia in this mark rounding. So, now we are going upwind, Roxy. We have talked about the radar, dark and light side, but there are some special tricks with the F50 here. What are we going to watch for?
Yeah, what you can see, everyone's looking for the prees and especially the wind shifts. They're all going into the corner. It's quite impressive. They didn't even had to tag to get into the right corner, boundary corner. And especially Carlos, Pepe and Farley are in a really good position. They're all very experienced 50 players. And let's see if the wind is
how it's going. Pepe Namato, he's known together with his brother David Namato. Both of them are playing on the Italian national team here. And I have to say they're known for doing what we call the Namato trap at this top mark. And we will see more of that when we go into team racing with it. But it looks like going to be a close race. Pepe Namato needs to do another tag. And there we go, and Carlos is going to pressure him. Oi, the Spaniard is taking over the lead. Pepe, no, Pepe penalized Carlos. What a move, what a battle. Arthur Farley coming in, they're going to race downwind. R-Tube from Russia is coming in. Julie France dropped to 5th now and 4th. And then we have the Irish Shingi coming in. Viking from Sweden. And there Vikas, oh, it's a hard one night or morning for the Japanese team and the Dutch team with a penalty dropping down. So back to the leaders, Roxy. Is there anything up here we can see? There is good. Pepe coming in, Carlos, Arthur Farley. How to race this one? Oh, he's all quiet, Roxy.
Pepe will probably will do a direct tag, yeah, like we see there. Especially Farley will do the same. Carlos also just did a tag to cover up Farley probably.
Oh, what a cover there. These guys knows how to battle. And a cover like this in an F50, does it mean or not? See, Julie France and the other coming close to these two guys when they're battling. Every time you tag or jibe with this F50, what happens with your speed then?
Yeah, when you get covered in the F50, you really slow down a lot. That's what Carlos is doing, and he's trying to defend the right side because there's a big right shift coming up. I wonder when they will tag. Maybe Carlos' tag was not placed too good because he's now in the bad area of Pepe, and maybe that's Farley's chance to get close to Carlos there.
Quite interesting. While we are seeing that, then we're seeing Vikas from Japan, the Japanese captain, getting another penalty. It's not his morning. I know it's 5 in the morning. Sorry, Vikas, but that's how it is. Russia in 4th, Julie France in 5th. So France in 5th. Then we have here Arthur Farley and Carlos Pereiro battling. It looks like Pepe from Italy is going to win his favorite boat. They're 50. No, what happened with Farley? Double tag. No. Did he fall asleep and press his button, giving 3rd place to Russia? Oi. We don't hope it's the internet connection in Great Britain. So what do you think happened there, Roxy?
Yeah, actually, Carlos covered him up and there was a small wind shift. So actually, I don't think he slept over. I just think he really had to act 2 times and that cost him 1 place, yeah.
A victory for
really
Italy.
solid.
Yeah, a 2nd place for Spain. And then we have Russia coming in, Julie France, and Ireland in 6th. Great race by them. Let's see if we can stop here at the top mark. Then small battles, Mugelende from Germany. Then we have Flying Palomino from Switzerland, Viking from Sweden, Andres from Poland, Oho from the Netherlands, Vegas from Japan in 12th, Denmark in 13, and then we have 2 teams still racing. It's Timo Mann in 14, and it's Udo Malinci. He was so unlucky on one of the marks where He missed the mark, so he slowed down, and here he's coming in. But these are the two new teams joining us in, Roxy, Oman and Turkey. But we know Turkey quite well, so it's a surprise to see Turkey in last position.
Yeah, totally. Especially I just had a really good race with Khan. And yeah, it's really surprising.
And while seeing Team Turkey crossing the finish line, let's go to the confirmation. It's a victory for Team Italy with Pepe Namato. He's winning this one, and he must have been having a great day. Trust me, we are not following all players around the world when they're playing eSailing, but we just saw he was out sailing earlier today where he caught a huge fish. I can't remember which type of fish it was, but we just saw that on his social medias. Carlos Pereira in second, Artube in third, Arthur Farley in fourth, David Krief from France in fifth, Shingi in sixth, Mugelinde in seven, Flying Palmolino, and then we have rest of the team. And then Team Oman not losing this race. If we're taking some stats in here, then we can see Farley with the best start, but Pepe had the best speed. Maximum speed was to the Malinci, but nobody covered, nobody to battle against him. Unlucky for the French player, he had sailed the shortest distance, but in the F50 it's all about speed, speed and speed. We can see Arthur Farley losing his position to Team Russia at the top gate mark. We didn't know what happened, but it looks like a cover and a wind shift was full of that. And then you can see on Viking, that's the blue line, ending up 9. But if we're going backwards, then we'll see he got 2 penalties, dropping from 4th and going down. And with that said, let's welcome one of the new teams, Team Oman.
My name is Ibtisham Salmi. My favorite boat to sail is J70. I think it's a very good experience, to try to apply all the rules, like what's exactly happening in real life. But in pond, this is only like we don't take it really seriously. But now it's become very serious, and I think it's a good opportunity for the team to prove themselves. And to show the world also, like we have also a sailing team in Oman. I hope so. I hope you see us in the top ranking, but I doubt. But we'll do our best. Let's see. And still different courses. I think it's a very good experience, and I'm very happy that we are involved in this game.
That was one of the female players from Team Oman. She goes under the call sign Ipti, and she's really into it. She's into the J-boat. And that's the race we're coming up to now. We're going into race number 4. We're going into all the female players from all the nations. Right now we can see they're joining in one by one, and they're going to race the J17. A lot of these players are actually top sailors in real life, also the female sailors, and they're enjoying to play eSailing. Let's see how it goes and how they're joining in here at the moment. See there, they're coming in, 14 sailors ready. We have Grütze, she was part of eSailing last year. She's sister to the team captain from the Netherlands, so she's in there. Then we have Antila Ankila, she's from Poland. She was part of the Polish National Championship. She is doing a great job. She's called Natalia Fish. Then we have, if we go down the list, then we have Helle Urum from Denmark. Helle, quite surprised. You don't believe it, 39 years old, top e-sailor and top sailor. She's playing this game in a high level, but again, as some of the female players, and also as we heard Team Oman saying here, they're playing to have fun, they're playing to practice, they're playing to do some of the rules there are in real sailing. Right now we are missing Team Oman's Ipti, so she's coming in. I'm just getting I'm just getting a notification. She's having some connection issues. There she is. We just saw her in the video. Now they are all ready. So let's go in game and see some action. It's race number 4. It's the females of eSailing. These players here has a huge impact on the race. We have the warning signal. They're going to go upwind, a start, up to the top mark, down to the gate mark, up to the top mark again, and then they're racing towards the finish line. They are in Marseille, they are in France, a beautiful harbor city, a place where we have a lot of sailing events in real life. Let's see the bias. There's a little bit bias at the committee boat, so they were battling for it here. Let's see how it goes in. Small penalties, a small fight. There's 25 seconds to this race start, but don't worry, they will start and they will come in. Penalties doesn't have that big influence. Within 11 seconds, remember, it's only 11 seconds slowdown. So if you get a penalty from now, then you will have an issue. Here we go, getting ready. It's the females, it's the J boat. It is a good boat sailing upwind. It sails around 5.8 knots upwind. Oh, a false start to Carolino. She's from Germany. She's a youth sailor from Germany. Carmen from where's she? Carmen from? She is from Spain, getting a penalty with the B there. NF sailor in 14. Right now, the fleet is actually following each other. Barbie, she's from France. She's in the middle in 10th. She might be in a great position here because she's in the middle. She can cover up rest of them if she gets speed into the boat. The same with Yusu. She's coming in here. A new player. Normally we see Melanie Marat in here, the Black Widow from Team Switzerland. But I know Melanie has been to a huge sailing jubilee event last night, so she might not have entered at home yet. Habibro in 3rd, Nadine in 4th, and Tila and Kila, we need to keep an eye on her. She is maybe one of the hardest weapon, one of the best weapon Team Poland has, because the females, they are actually doing 2 races in the knockout phases where they inflict the points for the team, or they are part of it. One of them is a match race. So we can now see which players and which female players they are strong. Habibro from Italy and Nakila and Nadia close to each other. Gritzer going behind. Great move by him, her covering up by Habibro. Then Antila Akila going in and covering up NMC from Ireland. That's Nadine. She's been coming up there. Let's see. Nadine also from Sweden, 2 of those. Habibro in the lead. Gritzer, Barbie, Hellerum, NF Sailor. And then we can see Carmen from Spain had a bad start. Also choosing the wrong side to go up. So that looked like a hard one to come back in. But don't worry, this boat is not one upwind. It's the downwind action. We need to see it. Has a wind shadow of 32 meters, so it's really covering each other up. You can also see these boats here are covered in wind shadow. 5.7, see 6.0. So they need, Jenna, Sneaker and Lanane, they need to find something to do or just take the damage and slow down because they are covering up by the rest of the fleet. Right now we can see the difference a little bit from the female players and the male players. The difference is that the females are not same aggressive as the male players. They are playing more fair-like or more sailing-like, but don't worry, this the further we come into Nations Cup, there's the more battle coming in. Jutsu crossing in, Gritzer in trouble, Nadine in trouble. Oh, they just survived that attack from the Swiss. So great coming in. And I don't know, she is a top sailor. As I remember, it was written that she was 2nd place overall in one of the Swiss championships. So great race. First top mark coming in. Let's see here. Habibro first. And there, Hillerum coming in 2nd, Barbie in 3rd. So it's great stuff we are going to have here. There we have Jutsu and Tila and Kila. Oh, hitting the mark. Unforced penalty by Natalia Fish. And then NF Sailor getting a penalty by NMC. Great race. Nadine from Sweden. Grits dropping to 9. Penalty to the German Carol. But see, she's going more out to the right-hand side. She can launch her spinner girl. Let's see if she does that and early and get speed in. She only had one issue. It's the rule of the inside. So all the boats has the right of way here on the inside. So Kanuku can actually penalize the other Zealand A in trouble. Going downwind for the first time, rounding the top mark here. And let's see some action. Let's see. We can already see the aggressive here. And Kilia coming in, attacking Barbie from France, going for cover. And then we can see Hillerum. She knows this game. She knows it quite well. Jibing away all she can. Doesn't want to go into the battle with the Italian. Habibro can sail away. Jutsu from Switzerland following Hille. And here when we're going downwind, we can see how the battle's unfolding. Barbie under pressure by Antilla. And that's going to be a battle where one of them will get a penalty somehow and will get a slowdown. And that can inflict 2-3 positions. So let's see if the French or the Polish is winning. And while they're battling, the boats behind them are waiting to come in. Nadine from Sweden. But let's follow this one. This is going to be a very close one. Antilla and Kila coming in. Barbie, it's side by side right now. Antilla, she's in the lead, but she needs to take care of side by side coming down. And they're coming to the gate mark while we've seen Happy Bro and also Hillerum rounding Jutsu. Great downwind race coming to third, taking third, winning third actually in downwind. See, Antilla coming in right away. No, she just maneuvered. So Barbie had the right away on the inside turn in this case. That's sometimes, if you mistime it, that is sometimes giving issues. So don't mistime it. Then you can't get a penalty. Let's see. Antilla, that's the second penalty for the Polish Natalia Fish. But she's still 6th position. So that's just showing how strong she is in Virtual Regatta Inshore in eSailing. Right now, Happy Bro from Italy in the lead. Hillerum in second. Jutsu, great race by the Swiss coming up there. These two are almost same age. 39 years old, getting ready to battling here, and their kids might look over their shoulder and saying, hey mom, I'm not sure you're a good gamer, and right now they're winning everything. Jenna is here, Gritze in 7. She actually surprised us in last year's Nations Cup, so let's see how that goes. Natalia dropping to 9, that penalty inflict a lot, but see, Barbie and Natalia battling each other, so both of them lost focus on the race, dropping down. So let's see if that has a huge impact on them when they're coming to the top mark. Right now, France and Poland dropped to 8 and 9. They were 3rd and 4th. So that battle, that decision to going into a battle was so costly. And this is also what we see in eSailing. We see the sailors, we see the players, we see how they are battling each other, and somehow they lose focus. Okay, let's see Jutsu taking a chance, going to the right-hand side, far away from Hillerum. Quite interesting. They were close to each other before. I think that might be a small mistake from Jutsu, going against the wind angle at the moment, going to sail a longer distance. Hillerum going in front and covering up. And Happy Bro is going to still be in the lead. But we need to keep an eye on here. 32 meters in difference. Actually, I think it's 38 when they're going to launch their spinnaker downwind. Means that the boat behind them can still capture the boat in front of them. Jutsu and Hillerum are side by side according to the server. But see, Jutsu needs to do a double tag in this case. And might also lose position because in NMC and Gritze is coming in from behind. And they have the right of way. So port side, starboard, let's see, it's going to be very close. Jutsu coming in. Boy, just managed to survive in that case. Gritze needs to do a double tag, drops 3 position. Barbie and Jenna is coming up here. And Tila and Kila, Natalia Fish in 8 at the moment. NMC in 4th, Jutsu in 3rd. Hillerum in 2nd, and it looks like an Italian victory if something doesn't go wrong. No, let's see here. Hillerum, he has just caught up with the Italian. So we're going to have a battle for victory in between Denmark and Italy. Battle for third and fourth in between Switzerland and Ireland. And then rest of the fleet will join us in that battle. Let's see. And again, like Barbie and Tila and Kilia, they're battling each other too much in the opposite side. And they lost focus. So also keep an eye on the boats going away from it. Overall, it looks good here. Jutsu 9.8 in a battle penalty. NMC, the Irish boat losing to the boat from Switzerland. Hillerum is glad for that, but she's under trouble, trying to keep her away from the Italian boat. And while we're seeing that, let's see speed difference. Jenna in 13.8. Oh, the Italian and the Dane are 1.2.0 knots slower than rest of the fleet. This is very costly. Bobby, the French sailor coming in, Gritzer coming in. It is going to be a battle downwind for the position. All point counts in this case. Jutsu, NMC, see, they went into the middle, to the left-hand side where there was less wind pressure than the right-hand side. Gritzer in 4th, Barbie in 5th. This is side by side. It looks like an Italian victory, but I can't call 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7. That's going to be on the finish line. Hillerum from Denmark in 2nd. NMC, Jutsu attacking, Gritzer jibes away. Antila and Kila going around, throwing dirty and Gritzer. See all boats coming at the same time. It's going to be a photo finish. It's going to be a penalty. Gritzer with the first penalty. Double penalty coming up here. Who will take it? Oh, they're coming in, but it wasn't the Japanese boat. The Japanese boat lost that one. Then we have the German boat. Carol coming in, Carmen coming back from a terrible start, going into 12th. Nadine from Sweden 13. And then we're going to have Nalay coming in from Turkey, and then Ipti, as we saw in the video, she loves sailing, and I know she loves sailing. She told me in that interview. She's coming in 15. But what a race here in race number 4 amongst the female sailors. Great stuff. So there we have confirmations. Italy first, Denmark second, France going into a third position. Great Britain 4th, Gritzer 5th, the Swiss in 6th. And then we can see Antila Akila, Natalia Fish. She played aggressive, but she lost the battle to Barbie from France and dropped down, and then she was unlucky at the top mark, unforced penalty. And coming in the last positions, we have Sweden, Turkey, and Oman. So great stuff here. It's a very great race. We love what we are seeing at the moment. And let's see some stats here. Gritzer with the best start, Antila and Kila with the best average speed. Hillerum sailed the shortest distance. So these girls, they really know how to race. And with that said, let's welcome a new person in studio. We have live with us from Switzerland. And this is the captain of the Swiss team. And I know you better as Confluentia, but what is your real name?
My real name is Arno.
Arnold. And Confluentia, I'm so integrated in this eSailing, so I know you all by your call signs. But Confluentia, team captain of Team Switzerland, maybe the oldest team there is in the Nations Cup. How can it be that adult persons like, I have to say, like yourself, are playing eSailing in such a high level?
I mean, we have a lot of experienced real-life sailors in our team, and I think this translates more or less one-to-one. So all these tactics, all this knowledge of how the wind shifts have to be treated and which side to go is very comparable to what they have done in their regattas for 20 or 30 years or so.
And we just saw a new female player. I thought it was Melanie Marat we're going to see. The Black
We will
Widow.
see her in the Nacra.
Oh, we're going to see her in the Nacra. So you have 2 female players racing tonight. So that's fantastic. And with that said, let's just go in and see the sail ranks, because it's quite interesting with the score, how it's going. And there we have sail ranks, and we just had the female race with us here, Confluentia. It's going quite well. It's still Team Britain in the lead. First, fourth, and fourth. Quite good start, but then we have Team France. Maybe also some of the favorites. Third, sixth, fifth, and third. But Team Switzerland in 12th. Last year you were battling with Germany and actually got a very good fight against them.
Yeah, you see the tendency of our results. We started with 15 and now we're up to 6, and you see it's going up. And I hope that we will end up with 3 and 1.
Yeah, I can say
so
to you,
start slow and get faster with time.
Start slow and gets faster. And I know one thing, when we have Melanie Marat with us, the Black Widow, then watch out, guys, in the NACRA. She made a double penalty last year. So what does these results tell us?
It's her favorite boat, and she's always very strong in that.
Yeah, she's always very strong in that. What does these results tell us? Because we can see Sweden, Denmark, a second position, Russia a third, Spain a second, but also some very bad positions when we're coming in there. So what does this tell about the level we have here?
It's an extremely high level. I was playing the second race here, and I did not have a bad race, but the tiniest mistake just translates into loss of 2 or 3 positions, and it's impossible to get back. And it's a really, really competitive high level.
And with that said, let's go into another high level. We're going into race number 5, and that's going to be the starboat. So let's see how that will go. And there we go. This is race number 5. The start sequence is on. It's 1 minute and 50 seconds left, and we're going to race the starboat. But before that, let's have the warning signal. Let's see how they're going to race, because we just saw the F50. We are going to see the NACRA, and they are racing what we call a reaching start. But this is fleet racing. This is upwind start. And Arnold, Confluentia, we're going to race the starboat. What is the difference from the star and the laser?
The laser is more agile, so the star always takes a bit more time to maneuver. So the maneuvers have to be very well thought through. So you cannot just do a quick double tack. It's not possible with a star. And the most important difference is at the wind shadow and the star is really, really long. And so you can really hurt someone else, especially in the downwind, with the wind shadow by covering.
Yeah, and here we see
we'll see some.
Yeah, here we see the start, 10 seconds to the start. There's no bias, so right now it doesn't matter where you start on the starting line. So it's all about reading the wind. The wind is coming from right-hand side. There's a clear wind shift to going to the left-hand side. So there's a strong wind in the left, and the wind is also pointing that way. But still we see Kevin and Filippo, former world champion 2019, going to the right-hand side here. So why are they going to the right-hand side?
We see in the minimap in the top left corner that the windsocks are pointing from right to left, which means that they will have the wind in their favor. As soon as they get to the right side, they approach the ley line. So I guess that Filippo and Cavan already are there, so they can sail a shorter distance now than the rest of the fleet.
Defix from Denmark.
Cavan is probably number 1 at the moment.
Defix from Denmark coming in behind. Then we have Cavan in 7. He's part of the British team that won the Nations Cup last year. Then we have Philippe Lanfranci, former world champion in eSailing. And I have to say, 50 years old. And guys and girls and skippers around the world, if you thought eSailing and gaming is only for the youth, then think again. Miguel Cruz, also part of the World Championship 2018 and 2020. He's known as the guy who comes in the qualification last position and last second. He has been doing that quite some times. Then we have a Russian for the first time in the lead. So what are we seeing here, Confluentia? Right now we see Melanie Marat coming up, also a former World Championship participant.
We have seen that there is a left shift, at least in the left part of the course. And so that's why they more or less all tacked now. and going from left to right when it's in upwind to make use of the shift that's going on.
Yeah, and we can
so
see
the favorable position that I mentioned in the beginning for those positioned on the right may not be the same, but the windsocks are changing constantly.
There's a huge wind
It's very
shift.
difficult to read the wind in this race.
I have to say, penalty. Julius Hallström getting a penalty by Douwe Bosma. Douwe, he is the team captain of Team Netherlands, penalizing Julius Hallström. Then we have Kevin coming in. Let's see. Oh, wind shift in the favor of the Russian. But normally we see this wind shifting back 30%. So there it's happening. See the wind is shifting back. He's now under the ley line. Ooh, he needs to do a double tack. Same thing Kevin needs to do. That was not the best news for them.
I think Kevin can still do a double tack and be in front. So he can cover both Dennis and Miguel there. Oof. Now he's making sure he's not entering the zone from port tack because now he has the right of way. And Dennis has to pass behind, same as Miguel, so no penalties. You can see the level. They know how to avoid the penalties there around the mark.
It's a very high level defects coming in. Filippo in trouble. Penalty to Douwe Bosma. Julius Hallström on the inside. Penalty to Filippo. This is penalty galore at the top mark. Johannes Barnsen, former German champion, dropping to 13 also. And I have to say, this race has all the top players in there. Okasan from Japan, Very from Poland, Johannes Barnsen Germany, Dog Boss Turkey, and then we have former world champion Filippo with us. But see, Timo Mann, an 8th position. Quite a good start for them again. Now he got a penalty, unlucky. But it's downwind and he can come back in that race.
Yes, sure, as we see, except for the first 2 boats, all are trapped in the wind shadow of the other boats.
And here we see this, you talked about in the start, this starboat has a huge wind shadow. I think it's 38 meters in total. And you can see this wide area and also wide, and it's going straight down. So how can I avoid getting caught in wind shadow in these races?
So it's a pleasure for me to say that my teammate Christian Ettel there on the very right, he chose an extreme way, but he is not in the wind shadow at the moment. He might have some trouble getting back, but so he made half the downwind without getting covered, hopefully making some gain some positions there.
While you're saying that, we have a battle in the front. Dennis from Russia against Kevin from Great Britain. And then we have Miguel just waiting them to battling it out together with La Manoir. Let's see. Team France, Team Spain, Team Great Britain and Russia coming in. Very fair play racing there. No penalties.
I mean, they're playing hard, but they also know how to avoid the penalties. They know that they have to give room, and so they follow those rules and don't get a penalty. But it was a very fair behavior of Dennis. So maybe with one more maneuver he could have penalized Kevin, but I think it's a very good sign that he did not. He wants to win in a fair way.
He wants to win in a fair way. We know this is a competition. It's all about glory. It's all about becoming legend. But you can also become one of the legends of Nations Cup and eSailing by playing fair. And now you're saying playing fair. It's eSailing. Hey, you can penalize the others. You can use the rules. It's gaming. So why are you guys always speaking about playing fair?
As I said, most of them are real-life sailors, and I think it physically hurts them to crash into another boat, even though it's just a few pixels on the screen. So it's in their flesh and blood to avoid contact with other boats.
And this is what makes eSailing so great. We have yourself, there's not a sailor. You're one of the few non-sailors on the national teams. You actually not sailing. You went to a boat last year together with the team. Was that for first time you really sailed? But you are a top eSailer, but rest of these guys we have here, top sailors from around the world. Let's just take it here. Kevin in second. This is going to be a nice battle for the lead. Dennis in first, Miguel in third, La Manoir in fourth, and then D-Fix from Denmark. Thomas Lübeck, he is from a small city called Sønderborg. He's in fifth at the moment. So, Lübeck is a little bit behind. The other boats are battling. Does he have a chance to come in?
Yeah, let's see. I think La Manoir might cover him now, which causes a lot of trouble exactly. So maybe he makes his double tack right now, because every meter he is in the wind shadow of La Manoir, he will lose speed. He may lose positions.
And this is interesting. Kevin taking the lead. Dennis dropping to second in one move. He just tacked a little bit earlier than Dennis, and then he took the lead. Miguel coming in third. La Manoir, he have a little bit distance to the overall leaders, but one penalty in the front, and La Manoir and D-Fix will go in and take over that position. Let's follow the leading battle here. Side by side. Kevin going to the left-hand side. Dennis following, and Miguel also. Oof.
That's something that we see often in star races, that once you're in position 3, you just watch the guys in positions 1 and 2 fight each other. And in the best case, they lose so much time, so much space, that you can win the position by doing nothing.
But right now, Miguel is in bad air. La Manoir caught him. That's giving space to Kevin and Denise. So they're battling for first and second. Will you take that battle for that 1 point, or will you keep that point? Oh, another disconnection. 2 boats disconnecting in this race. So unlucky. We will see afterwards who that was. But here, side by side, D-Fix, La Manoir, Miguel Cruz waiting for the 2 giants in the lead, Kevin and Dennis, to battling it out. Oof.
Yeah, I think that, now Cam tries to attack Dennis. I think Russia would not be the most competitive team compared to GBR. So it is a surprise that he tried to attack. Or he passes Dennis over to Miguel, and those 2 try to pass Dennis. Poor Dennis.
I have to say, it looks like a whale hunt here on a fish. One whale goes away, and then the other whale comes through. But see Miguel going away from the battle. He's much faster than the 2 other boats. Will he take the lead? We're going to see it from the top. Miguel Cruz was so unlucky in the grand final against Team Great Britain last year's Nations Cup, but he's taking the lead, or is he? He's sailing outside of the finish line. This is going to be side by side, but it looks good for Miguel, but he might get a penalty. Dennis and Kevin going in.
He's in the wind shadow.
Oh,
he's in the wind shadow.
Miguel coming in. Will he take the victory? It's going to be side by side, Miguel. No, Kevin takes the lead. Dennis drops down, penalty. Miguel takes second. What a finish of this race. Classic race, and we have another one. Denmark versus France in this one. D-Fix coming in. La Manoir, it looks like Denmark is taking it. Denmark in the lead. La Manoir getting ready. Penalty, Denmark. It's too late. Denmark takes 4th. La Manoir 5th. The Netherlands in 6th. What a battle here, Arnold, huh? Did we see that one coming in, that Kevin just sneaked in the lead?
That was a typical star race. I mean, as I said, you can hurt so much in the star, and so he knew exactly what to do. He knew when to cover, not too early, not to lose time compared to Miguel, and so it was a perfect timing. And so he had full control when he was on the starboard tack. He knew he could stop the others down.
That's fantastic. We can see here, when we say the result, Kevin coming first, Miguel coming second, Dennis third, D-Fix 4th, and then we're going a little bit down. Let's see who was unlucky. Oh, the world champion, Filippo, disconnected. So unlucky for Team Italy, and Julius Hallström from Sweden also. So 2 maximum points for them. Dava Bosma, best start, but it was Kevin, it was Dennis, and it was Miguel Cruz battling it out, and see how they're switching position. And then last second, Miguel Cruz, they're going over the finish line at the same time. But according to the computer, see here, when we're going up, 0.1, 0.08 to Miguel and 1 second to Denise. So giving the victory to Miguel Cruz. What a race. What a fantastic battle we just were witness to here. And with that said, Arnold, thank you for joining in this fantastic NACRA race.
It was a fantastic race.
My name is Trudy Armbranker, and I am the Master Blender for Montgay Rum. Montgay is unique because of where we are. We have been producing here on the same location for over 300 years. Montgay is unique because Barbados is the birthplace of rum. Montgay and rum is part of Barbadian culture. You're passionate about it from the start.
What a night, what some races. We are in a very, very high level tonight, and we're going into round number 6 in a few seconds. But before that, let's welcome in studio maybe one of the best e-sailors in the world. He is actually from Turkey, and I know it's not going that well from Team Turkey. I'm going to make a little bit fun with him in a few seconds. His name is Kaan Manslumka. He's also known as Havuk, the carrot of Turkey. And Havuk, welcome in the studio.
Hello, Thomas. Thank you very much.
And Havuk, we saw you in the race. You got 4th overall, but isn't it a pretty high level we have tonight here in the Nations Cup?
Yeah, Thomas. I mean, from all the nations, best of the best, they are all racing here, and it is really tough to have a good score. You don't have to. You just don't have to make any mistakes. So yeah, it's a high-level competition for sure.
And Havuk, with that said, let's join in and see the sail ranks, and let's see how it's going overall, because it's the last race. We're playing for seeding rounds. We know Team 15 and 14 are going to meet each other in the first battle we're going to have, but number 1 and 2 will have some good things on their side, because they will join in the knockout phase later than the rest of the team. And it looks pretty well for Team Britain, 11 points. Only a very, very bad race here in the NACRA can switch that. Then France with 22 points, Spain's 27, Netherlands 27, Italy so unlucky with DNF from Filippo. He couldn't be more unlucky with the world champion himself. Former world champion, dropping out, getting maximum points to the team. Then Russia, Denmark side by side. So, Havuk, what are your predictions? Who will be in top 5 of tonight's races?
Well, you can see that Great Britain, they are defending champions, and they are really solid in the first place. And I think France, Spain, Netherlands, and Italy, they really deserve to be in the top 5. And I believe that they are going to maintain these top 5 if nothing goes wrong. So I feel like top 5 is very solid. But yeah, as Team Turkey, I think we will try to push top 10. There's still some possibility, I suppose. But yeah, everything can happen.
Everything can happen, and let's go in game. 14 sailors are ready. We're just missing 1. And Kaan, this is the NACRA. It's not an F50, but it's still a fast foiling boat. Is there any special things we need to know about the NACRA before the race starts?
Well, Nakro is a really fast boat, so you have to stay far from the competitors because all of a sudden you can get a penalty, Thomas.
All of a sudden you can get a penalty, and it's special. We also again have this reaching start. I know with 15, 16, 15, 14 boats, it looks like one boat is maybe not joining us. Then the reach mark is going to be a little bit crowded.
Exactly. I mean, the positioning and the timing is crucial in this race. I mean, with the reaching start, you have to be really at the point where the signal is off. And if you're late, then you'll be in the wind shadow and you'll try to just climb up for the rest of the race. So the start is really crucial, I can say.
The start is really crucial, and right now we are missing one player from Team Russia. We're just waiting for the race officers to call that we are good to go, because we have we know they're sitting in Russia, we know they're sitting on their tablets over there, and sometimes there can be some issues. Why we're saying that, here we have Melanie Marat. We spoke about her earlier in the female races. She's called the Black Widow, and this is her favorite boat on NACRA 17. Then we have another one, Asir. He is maybe at the moment the most hottest player. He just come back after a long break from the official races, and then he start qualifying for the World Championship in the first race he's doing. So what to expect from him, Khan?
Well, Aser is full of surprises. He is one of the best e-sailors in the world, it's for sure. And he proved us that he is really good by just qualifying for the World Championship in the first chance he got. So yeah, and he's a vice world champion. What can I say? He's one of the best e-sailors.
He's one of the best. And with that said, the Russian player just joined us in. So let's get ready with race number 6. And Khan, this is the NACRA 17. See here, we are in Taranto in Italy. It's a reach mark race, so into the reach mark, going up, going down, going back, up and down, and then race for the finish. And with this race for the finish, we are not going to see the battle for the finish, but we are going to see the battles at the top mark there. So how do you think this will unfold, and where do the players really need to focus on this race?
After the start, the reaching first mark is really crucial, because everyone will be just going to the first mark, and there's a very high chance of getting penalties. So the first mark is, I think, very crucial, and people have to just be careful on the first mark, I can say.
Yeah, and there we go. Here they're coming in here. It's this reach start. One boat, it's Will Hemsley, VHDPR, Jason Stratford. He's here in 5th position, coming with speed on the inside. It's a very good position, and there's the go. No false start. Lagan Teknunda dropping down. Zoom is here in 7, but it's Asir, it's Will Hemsley, and it's a very good start for Will, coming around the reach mark first. Great start. Asir from France in 2nd, and rest of the fleet coming in, but 6 penalties at that reach mark. Oof.
Wow. I told you, it's really crucial in the first mark. I mean, everything can happen. The NACRA is a very fast boat, so the reaction time is really short in NACRA.
The reaction time is really short. Asir in 2nd, Yutsi Suki coming in, Peter Graham. Then we have the Swedish sailor coming in, and Poland also in an 8. And different from the F50, we are going upwind here. Let's see it from the chopper view. We're going upwind with these foil boats in a reach race, but there's no boundaries. So what does this mean for the racing style you're doing?
Well, yeah, without boundaries, there's a very good chance of separation, and people can use these wind shifts even more. But with the boundaries, of course, we usually observe much closer races. But of course, I mean, with this situation, there's a whole lot of space, and people just or to the ley line all the way.
And there we go, they're coming all to the ley line, and we can see here at the top view, Asir now in the lead in front of Will, and that's going to be a huge battle. Regatta Knunda coming in. Let's go a little bit closer to them. And when we see the radar up there, we can see 3 boats coming from port side, and here there's starboard. It's Asir, Will, Asir covering it up. APC Denmark, the Sweet Sailor, and Regatta Knunda. And now they're rounding the mark. It's Asir first. Will going the long way around. Regatta Knunda penalty. Yutsuki from Japan. Oh, such a close mark rounding here. And the Polish sailor needs to turn around against Wouter from the Netherlands here. So Sweden, France, Great Britain, Italy. Oh, penalty to Sweden made by APC from Denmark. So what will you do if you were in the lead as Asir here? Will you focus on the players behind or just focus racing?
For sure. I mean, you have to focus on your opponents as well and try to be in between your opponents and the winds so that you protect your position. And of course, at the same time, you need to check where the wind is shifting and where the wind gusts are, where the wind sacks are. So you just make your strategy and the tactics in the best way possible. And I think right now Asir is in a very good position. You can see that there's a right shift coming, and Asir is...
Was that a downwind attack we saw there? That was more team racing than fleet racing in this case.
Exactly, but this is at the end of the day, it's going to be a team racing. So I think it makes sense because, you know, PBR is their opponents. I mean, they are first and second, and maybe Asir is trying to penalize GBR so that they can close the gap and finish in the first position in the general ranking, you know?
Yeah.
So that, they'll have a good advantage.
Asir covering up Regatta Knunda. Will coming in, has to ride away in front of the Italian. Will is in a good position. Asir needs to take the mark far away. Will, he gets the mark closest to them when we're coming to the gate. Interesting, it looks like Asir is having the favorite side, but they're side by side. No, Will is following Asir in this case. And there they go, side by side for the reach mark. We need to follow these two battling competitioners. Will jibing away, Asir jibing in front of him, trying to covering up. Oosh, it's going to be a battle. Who will take it? Will be Asir. Asir slowing down, getting ready to penalizing Will. Will is coming, Asir on the inside. Will needs to bear away. Good coverage by Asir, but he's too slow. Will coming with speed. He's going to take over Asir. Side by side. No, Asir survives this one. Wow, Khan. What a finish on this one.
Well, Asir just tried to penalize Will, but I mean, he thought that it's too late, so he just gave up. But yeah, he just tried it, but it didn't work out for him. But yeah, great result for Asir as well. That's
great result for 3 of the favorites, but also Team Japan with a 4th position. Very important 4th position. Let's get the confirmation here in race number 6. It is Asir with a victory. Team France, Great Britain in 2nd, Italy in 3rd. We have Japan in 4th, Germany in 5th, Poland in 6th, Spain in 7th. We haven't seen much to the Spanish team this night. Melanie Marat, great race by her in 8. The Netherlands in 9, and we have Turkey in 10. Ireland in 11, Denmark, we saw APC really fighting for it, dropping to 12. And then Team Oman ending up last, but it's also the newcomers in this game. Regatta Knunda, he had the best start from Italy. Peter Garman from Germany had the best average speed, best maximum speed. And Ramon, the vice world champion, sailing shortest distance. But it was Asir, it was Will, it was Regatta Knunda and Yuzuki doing the best racing when it came to the end. Khan, that was the last race of tonight, race number 6. And we will get the overall result here to the seeding rounds. And then tomorrow we will get to know when all the teams will play. But one thing is for sure, number 15 and number 14 is going to meet in the first battle. The first position, second and also third position might have some advantage, and first coming in the knockout phase last. So let's go in and see how the score was. There we go. Great Britain seals the victory tonight. What a race by them. I didn't believe that Great Britain will end up like this, winning it.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they are really talented e-sailors in Great Britain. I think they deserved it. They are the defending champions. So yeah, well done, Great Britain.
So 3 first and a second and 2 fourth. Then France with Asia's first position, sneaking up to second place. Spain in third. Oh, great race by the Netherlands in fourth. Then we have Team Oman is going to race Team Sweden in the first battle of Nations Cup in the knockout phase. And then we can almost match them up. So then we have the winner of that match is going to race against Team 1. That's against Great Britain. So they're going to have a hard way. Then Team Poland is going to meet France. Turkey is going to meet Spain. Switzerland, Netherlands, it looks like. Ireland, Italy, Denmark, Russia, and Japan, Germany is going to battling it out. So that was how this seeding round ended up. So congratulations to all the players with a great seeding round in this year. So, Khan, we know Great Britain won this seeding race. We know France in second. We also know there's an advantage for the top 4 that they will, so second place and fourth place will, if they continue winning, will meet in a semi-final. First and third will meet in a semi-final. So Spain and Britain may be in a semi-final if they continue up. Let's see how it goes. Let's go into it. Let's go back to studio. And Khan, with that said, how do you think this Nations Cup will unfold? We're going to race the next 2 months. The grand final is going to be the 5th of September. So.
Well, these were the seeding races, and yeah, individually we saw how talented our sailors are. But now we will continue with team racing. So it will be a lot different concept, and we will see some communication skills within the team. So there will be a lot of more parameters that we are going to observe, and yeah, and this communication thing is very crucial, because if you miscommunicate, then you'll end up losing the team race.
So communication, skills, tactics are one of the keys in this team race we're coming into here. With that said, Khan, all the best of luck to Team Turkey. All the best of luck to all nations out there. This was the seeding round of Nations Cup 2021. This was the first of many races coming in the next 2 months. Thank you for watching. Please share what we're doing at World Sailing. Please support this e-sailing. And also welcome to Team Turkey and Team Oman. Looking forward to see how it will go with all of you.
Thank you.
Once again, nations are battling for glory.
Welcome to the Nations Cup 2021.
Skills.
Communication.
Tactics. Strategy.
Together under one flag.
In battle with giants.
Get ready for the Battle of Nations.
Nations Cup 2021.